of the Christian is the only eternal life way available to mankind right now. The way of the Muslim is the only way that can help a man not lose his way when he's entering into paradise. The way of the Buddhist is the only way that can grant a man full concept and full authority over the mind. The way of the atheist is the only way that can make a man rich in this world. The way of the African priests, the African voodoo priest, is the only way of a man that can cause him to shift his form in this world and transform his form into anything he pleases.
Nana Boko, Nana, Adobro.
Talking of enlightenment, we are talking of attaining intellectual.
Wait, oh, here yes, one a brabo.
You are here talking of
say yes, one a brabo one. Yes, is a the butter can say Mukaka. My brother, please. Okay.
The teacher will be with you.
Yes, they need Christ to their lives.
And the noise.
Christ to their men around.
How can you call yourself a servant of God and be lying about someone?
You say you worship God, look at your zongos. Look at your zongos. It's a bottom.
Okay, so,
upon
Imam,
all this
Imam,
worship, I still give the necessary respect
Imam,
to Allah.
please can I get you water or anything?
Oh, I'm okay.
The teacher will be with you.
In this
One thing the teacher
21st
doesn't
century,
like.
you still live in the bush.
The teacher
Hey,
doesn't like.
if you don't keep quiet.
Okay. Man of God, please, teacher.
I have an appointment. Yes, he has an appointment to go and teach nothing.
Do you serve appointment?
Okay.
People are waiting.
To go and
Okay,
teach
the
nothing.
teacher is coming.
Do you serve
And so
appointment?
the teacher will be with you soon. Okay. Okay, the teacher
The
will be with
importance
you.
of, you see,
Let's wait for this.
sometimes you give birth to certain children, they come to this world and they come and
There's nothing.
you start thinking, oh, why should I even give birth to such
These
children?
are the gods of the land.
You end up regretting
This is
giving
abundance
birth
in family.
Just
to such a child. How can you give money
This is the God
to
that
schools?
brings abundance. This is the God that brings abundance.
Assalamu alaikum.
Even me and the teacher, we have the same sign.
From the Lord.
I said assalamu alaikum and
You
you also
get your
followed the
message.
sense.
You
Yes, like the way I did.
All of you.
It means
Today you will see that you are wrong.
in some way.
That our
and I
path
don't know
is the
yet.
way. You receive the Holy
Till
Spirit
I
today.
find out
We don't know what
he
to
has the
do.
best of all answers.
Wait,
I cannot
yes.
basically
We-
say he's the best teacher ever.
If a person really wants to know God, it is written in the Christian books that the person must believe God is. You need to know God is. It's not an organ we can connect with our minds. Because God is not a thought. Or an organ we can connect with our heart. Because God is not a feeling. Or with our body, because He's not a substance. God is a spirit. He's an organ we need to find within ourselves to be able to connect to Him. God is the substance of things we can never touch with anything we have in this world. It is the part of us that transcends this world that is able to see God. This is something all the faiths believes in. God is not with the heart or with the mind. The Bible says that if our heart condemns us, God is greater than our heart. God is spirit. And so if a person cannot understand the concept of spirit, he cannot know God. When you wake up early in the morning and you brush your teeth, you comb your hair, you take your bath, you use your roller, you iron your shirt, then you go to work. Have you not done a ritual for a certain kind of God? When you did it in the morning, in the evening, all the whole week, which God do you perform those rituals to? Maybe you perform it to the God of your workplace. Let's say you're a teacher, so you perform it to your school. That is the God you serve, and you stand there as an angel of that God to them. Where is God? He's nowhere but everywhere. How is He like? He's not like anything you can understand. How old is God? He made time. How wise is God? Wisdom learns from Him. So the Muslim. Do not say the prophet is the only one. But because the prophet is your teacher, you follow the prophet and you learn from the prophet. If the prophet is saying there is only one God, that is Allah, follow Allah. The Christian, do not say they are lost. Follow your teacher, that is Christ. And if Christ is saying they are lost, you can say. The Buddhist, follow the way of the Buddha. Achieve enlightenment. Solve the questions of the world. But then afterwards, what? Where is the Buddha now? At 86 years, he died. The atheist, no one stops you from doing your good work in this world. Can you build a phone? That is there. Can you do everything? Now there's a virus in this world, and now they don't have enough scientists to solve it. So there is a limit to the things you can do. So if you're focusing on the physical world, focus on it. But let the one that is focusing on the extra dimensional worlds focus on it, so that we both can coordinate and help each other. So there is a tree, proverb that says, humanisuma minti. We need the atheist and we need the Muslim. We need the Christian, we need the Buddhist, and we need the fetish priest. Of course, the trees cannot just exist for firewood and healing and air. There has to be something more to it. The rivers cannot just be there for water and drinking and bathing. There has to be something more to it. And we need you to research into it. The human being cannot just live and grow and die. We need you to research into it, the Christian. We cannot just have our mind and use it for mathematics. There has to be more to it. We need you, the Buddhist, to look into it for us. We cannot just say faith is meant to connect to the next world. We need you to look into it for us. So what is your faith? If you believe there is no God, you will die and go to nothing. You will be deleted from this world like you never existed. It may be comfort for you, but it is not. Because there is a level where your name was lifted in this world. Because of that, you cannot enter into nothing. Are you hearing me? Your name was lifted. You became as famous as Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. So you cannot enter into nothing. You will be taken to a place. Because so many people know you, you cannot be forgotten from the universe. You will be placed in a world of harshness. Is there heaven? Is there hell? Is my religion right? Is your religion? No religion is wrong. There is no wrong religion in this world. But what you focus on is the way. Science has chemistry, biology, has physics, mathematics, has what again? Even sometimes psychology, has astronomy. So why do you expect religion to only have one way? It's true that a human being should focus all his energy on beating death and not dying, because it is our greatest enemy. That makes Christianity primal in all religions, because it hits death on the nail. But you do not say Christianity is the only thing we study in the vast university of religion. But if you seek not to die, then throw everything away and focus on Christ. If you seek to be enlightened, then throw everything away and focus on the way of the Buddha. If you seek not to lose your way when you leave this world, then throw everything away and focus on the way of the Prophet Muhammad. If you seek to become nothing but food to the insects of this world, then throw everything away and become an atheist. After all your hard work, you'll be given to food. If you seek to focus on the natural energy and manipulate events, times, and happenings, if you seek to become more than just a man and attain the supernatural, then throw everything away and follow the way of the African priest. But I choose God. The concept everybody's trying to. Think of it as a very big man. Everybody's trying to bath. One is bathing the hands, another is bathing the back, another is bathing the feet. But no one can bath them together because we are just ants. God is not just for the Christian or the Buddhist. Before Christianity, that was God, true or false. Before the Bible, God was speaking, true or false. God is not a Facebook post that wants people to like all the time. So whether a man believes in God or not, he's not a construct of your faith. To say God is a construct of your faith would say light is a construct of your eyes. But if you seek to get the fullness, the completeness of it, don't follow Christianity or Islam or Buddhism or atheism. Don't follow any of this. Follow God. Not what the Bible says, not what Rastafarian says, not what the atheists say, not what anybody says, but God. What He says to you. And when He speaks to you, you will know. Choose God. Don't go say, I choose Jesus. Don't go say, I choose Muhammad. When you choose God and God reveals Himself as Jesus, that is good. There's this movie, it's called Harry Potter. So before you enter that school, you go, you sit in a chair, then they put a hat on you. I hope you've watched that movie. And when they put the hat on you, the hat will just say, so when they put you there, He's sitting and it will tell you your section. So choose God and let God choose your faith. Don't say, God, I'm a Christian. And you go to God with a Christian heart. He will talk to you about Christianity. Don't go to God and say, I'm a Muslim. He will talk to you about Islam. Choose God. And He will talk to you about His way with you. Is it okay? So I'll give one last question to any person and then I go back inside. Okay. So, are all your questions answered? So your question was, why don't they leave you alone to do what you want to do? And then I said, no one is stopping you from doing what you want to do. And then your question was, God is far away. Then I said, God is not far away, He's here with us. And then your question was, is there really God? Then I said, yes, God is there, but God does not call Himself God. Then I said, the universe is infinite to us, but then there are finite parts of it that it will not share with us. And then what? Will Christ return? Then I said, it's too early to say, but we should at least give Him 6,000 years. Then I said, all the other religions are not lost because they may have Christ in them, just not in huge quantities like you know yours. And then your question was,
why will all not serve Allah but choose other gods?
Then I said, all may be serving Allah, just not the name Allah. And then I said you would go to your ancestors and join with them. You become an ancestor and continue living in your children. But that is not the way of eternal life. Your faith does not grant eternal life. Your faith does not grant eternal life. Neither does your faith grant eternal life. Your faith can lead to eternal life. But yours is not a permanent eternal life. Yours grants real eternal life. The way of the Christian is the only eternal life way available to mankind right now. The way of the Muslim is the only way that can help a man not lose his way when he's entering into paradise. The way of the Buddhist is the only way that can grant a man full concept and full authority over the mind. The way of the atheist is the only way that can make a man rich in this world. The way of the African priests, the African voodoo priest, is the only way of a man that can cause him to shift his form in this world and transform his form into anything he pleases. Is it okay? If a Buddhist is performing transformation miracles, then he has entered into the house of the African priest. If a Christian is performing Buddhist miracles, then he has entered into his house. If a Muslim is performing Christian miracles, then he has entered into the house of a Christian. If a Christian or a Buddhist or an African priest is rich, then he has entered into the house of the Buddhist. This is the house of Mammon, the atheist, the house of the atheist. Only this path grants you cars and money when you say there is no God. Because a man cannot have God and the world. There is not enough space for God and reality. Is it okay? All right. Then I'll take my leave.
Yes, great teacher.